Hello, everybody. Yay, we're back. It's Tuesday. Welcome, 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 everybody who's here. So first of all, I want to start out by saying thank you to everybody who came to the event on Sunday afternoon with Spirit. It was beautiful. I had a great time. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it went really well. And the new space that we had was absolutely beautiful. And I can't wait to see how it works out next month when we go to an even bigger space. A lot of energy here today, guys. It's funny. Being a medium, my world just doesn't work the same way as your guys's. I can tell when it's Tuesdays because everything starts going funky. I've had somebody playing with my smart TV all day. They keep taking it off my cable box and moving it onto Netflix or YouTube or whatever else it is. And I'm not even watching it. It's on silent, but it's there just in the background. I like to see the news, but it's freaking me out a little bit. At least they're not as freaky as a couple of weeks ago. So anyway, hello to everybody. I know we have a lot of new people here recently I've seen. Let me try to fix this camera a bit, guys, so I can actually put my phone down here in a second. Sorry, I should have done this already. There we go. Okay, so I want to just quickly talk about how this works for all of the new people. I know some of you are very well versed in this already, but for all of the new people, and some people out there have never had a reading with a medium before. And I really, you really do get out of this what you put into it. So I want to make sure that I go over again quickly how this works for me, because it's a little bit different on how each reader gets their information. And I want you guys to get the most out of these messages. But we have to work together, guys, okay? I promise you, this is not some magic trick. It's not, I'm not up here tricking you. Literally, I honestly don't know of any other medium that gets up here and does what I do, just a voice on the phone. You call me, you give me your name, and I'm just going to start telling you what dead people come through. But people will still, I mean, I get that there's skeptics out there, but here's the thing you got to understand. So the way that this works for me is it's kind of like a 3-person game of charades. So if you've heard this description before, bear with me, it'll take 5 minutes here. But basically, it's a 3-person game of charades. So Spirit doesn't have a voice or a body to be able to communicate the same way that you and I can. So since I was little, and it took me a long time to figure out that this is what was going on, but since I was very little, what Spirit does is they clear out my own personal thoughts, feelings, and emotions, etc. And they start replacing it with their signs, symbols, pictures, emotions, impressions, whatever it might be. It's not like I see them like I see you or I. It's more like I feel them and I'm overwhelmed with the impressions and the energy that they are throwing at me. I don't get to control who comes through. I don't get to pick what they say. That's not how this works. And that's why I say that we've got to work together to understand their messages. And I want to give you a quick little example that happened just last week, because I'm actually very grateful that this happened, because it really helps you guys understand what I mean. So last week I did a group reading for a ladies group, and one of the ladies that I was reading at the time, and if you guys are listening, good, because this ended up keeping me up all night long that night afterwards. Anyway, so when I was giving this one lady a message from, I don't remember who it was, her dad or her mom, somebody, one of her parents, they kept showing me my symbol for 5 and 2, 5 and 2, and I knew it was about siblings. So I had said to her, is there 7 siblings in your family? And she said, yes. And I'm like, well, is there 5 over here? Or is there 5 boys and 2 girls, or vice versa? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, is there 5 that live over there, or 5 and 2 that live here? Like, I'm not sure what this means. And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, they're specifying 5 and 2, 5 and 2. I don't understand what that means. And and the lady that I was talking to is like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that means either. So, and if you've watched this before, you'll see if you don't understand something, I don't usually let you get away with it. I push it. I'm like, listen, they're not letting me let this go. So But in this case, I didn't push it. Like, she really did not understand, and I could not make sense of it. All I knew is that her dad was saying 5 there, 2 here, 5 there, 2 here, and I could not place it. So at the very end of the reading, at the end of this group, when we're all standing up and getting ready to go, the lady stood up and she said, you know, you were really good, but I'm actually kind of surprised that you didn't put it together that her and I are sisters. And she looked at the other girl in the room. And I was just like, oh, I wish you would have told me that. Do you see, I totally understood the message now. 5 there, 2 here. There's 2 here. There's 2 of my children here. That's what her dad was trying to say. But see, those ladies were waiting for me to say, your dad says you're sisters. That's not how this works, guys. I wish that I could just, you know, that would be something, wouldn't it? If I could just be like, hey, this is what she says. Oh, yeah, this is exactly what your dad says. And this is what she says. And word for word, I could do that. But that's not how this works. It's taken me a lifetime to understand how this works. And I get up here every day, and in fact, that's what these live readings were in the beginning. Me going, hey, I am overwhelmed by these emotions, impressions, all of this stuff every single day, and I don't know what it means. So you know what? I'm going to get up here. I'm going to do this for free. I'm not hurting anyone. You guys can call me, and you guys help me understand. It's like learning a new language. The more I practice it, the better I get at understanding. And because what keeps me up at night is situations like 5 and 2, not being able to get that message through. Oh, that is what keeps me up at night. Okay, so that being said, you guys understand we have to work together. And if you hear me trying to interpret something based on the way that I normally would interpret it, so like if 9 times out of 10, if Spirit shows me a rose, that's my symbol for birthday or anniversary. But every once in a while, they'll switch it up because it's personal to you. So they might be showing me a rose because it's somebody's name, or they were a florist in the physical world. So if you understand the message differently than the way that I'm trying to interpret it, please interrupt me. You are right, I am wrong. What will not change? Well, and the reason is because they're your messages, right? What will not change are the signs and symbols and pictures that Spirit is showing me. Those won't change. They'll stay the same. What will change, see, they're already starting with me. I can't even think straight. What will change is my understanding and how I validate that information, or my understanding of that information, depending on how you validate it, if that makes any sense. I can't even talk. Spirit's like, shut up, Tracy. We're going to get in your brain. Let's go. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Lori Miller. Am I talking to the Tracy Show?
The Tracy Show? You're funny. Yes, actually you are.
Oh, good. Never done this before, so I wanted to be sure.
Cool. Okay, so the way that I like to start, did you hear my little description?
I didn't. I've been waiting, and I was a few minutes late checking in.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go through it all over again. We're just going to play this by ear. And have you ever...
Bet.
Okay. Your loved ones, I got to say, are so loud. I can't even hear myself think right now. What is your name, hon?
It's Lori Miller.
Right, you said that. See? I'm telling you, they're in my brain. I can't even hold a thought for 2 seconds. So let's start, if you don't mind. I like to start with a grounding exercise. So the way that I do this is I get you to have... Are you sitting somewhere where you can put 2 feet flat on the floor?
You bet I can.
Awesome. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me 1 minute to focus. Interesting. Okay, give me just a minute here, Lori. Okay, so there's a few people here, and I feel like they're trying to egg each other out of the way. Like, I'm going first. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. So give me a second here. So what happens is when you first do that breath, it's kind of like I see the stage curtain open, and then it's what I call the puzzle dump, because Spirit just starts throwing stuff at me, and then I'm going to spit spit out at you everything I'm picking up, and then we'll go back and figure out how the pieces fit afterwards, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so right away, I've got to say, I keep hearing mum, 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 mum. I'm not sure if this is mom on the other side, if we're talking about mom. I'm very aware that there is a female that comes forward. She brings another female forward who she's showing me is to the side. Now, I'm not sure if that's to the side of mom or to the side of the person that they're bringing through. I'm not sure yet. There's also a gentleman that is on this side, but I don't think he was part of the family or in the same family, because I feel like these two are from one family and maybe he's on the other side. I'm not sure how he's related. I don't think he's related to these women. There's something about a child. I'm not sure. I'm faintly hearing that in the background. So if I can get them to slow down. And the lady is so excited, I have to say. She's just like, if you can hear my energy is like, it's because how fast she's going. So, okay, I want to start with her. So give me a second.
Thank you.
She's so nurturing. She's all over you. She's like, Tracy, she knows who I am. And she's like kissing you and hugging you and overemphasizing the nurturing and that she's okay. One of the ways that I ask Spirit to validate who they are is by telling me how they passed away or what they suffered with. And all she's doing is she's showing me the bird, which is my symbol for freedom on the other side. And I see the body scan, which is my symbol for either more than one thing wrong in the body or pain throughout the body. And then slow this down. Feels like there was, I don't know, maybe this is another person coming in at the same time, but I feel like she's either showing me multiple illnesses here and a mobility issue that she can move free and clear on the other side. Do you know who this is?
I'm a little confused. There's two older ladies that I've lost.
Okay,
and, you know, it's not my mother, but two older ladies that were very close to me.
That would make sense. And because remember what I said is I feel like this is coming from two people.
Right.
So would that make sense to you that this is both people?
You bet. That would make sense.
Okay, because that's exactly how I'm picking it up. And like I said in the beginning, the one lady comes forward and she very excitedly brings forward the other lady and she's showing me to the side, to the side, to the side, which would indicate friend. But see, I don't always know if that means friend or brother or sister or you know what I mean?
Right.
So this is her indication of saying that we're here, we're together on the other side. But I feel, and you know what? Okay, so slow down. I want them to talk one at a time so I know who's who. She's making me feel like there's like a couple of years in between. The one who's the loudest is the one who just recently passed, not that long ago.
Okay, I know who that is.
She's overwhelmingly grateful. That's how I'm coming through. She's showing me my symbol for communication. And I feel like she's talking about there's something about the very end that you went over and above and that she wasn't able to clarify exactly how grateful she was. Do you understand what she's talking about?
I do.
Slow this down. She's like really loving this, I think. I don't know if you just heard about me or what, but
I just heard about you, and this was yesterday, and then I thought my cousin had gone to see you, and then she said, well, look on Facebook. And I said, well, it's Tuesday. I'm calling in.
That's exactly, because she's like, oh, my God, I can't believe this is working. Like, woohoo, we got a voice. I got a voice to you.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
She very much, okay, so she's bringing forward the other lady that's over there as well.
Okay.
Both of these ladies were like a mother figure to you?
They were.
Because that's why I'm hearing mom, 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 mom. And she's very excited to let you know that the other lady is there as well.
Cool.
The other lady just took a deep breath and she's like, please know that I am so healthy over here and I'm not in any pain.
That's the one, yep.
She's like very much coming through with a lot of relief around her. And she's showing me the child. She's the one that has the child underneath her. Do you know if she lost a child or somebody underneath of her?
Of the lady friend, Tracy?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm unaware of that one.
She says go to August. What's in August?
My dad, but I don't know a child.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to put the child thing over there for a second because now she's taking me to August. And is your dad on the other side as well?
He is, yeah, and he passed in August.
Okay, so remember, Okay, so just hold on, you guys. Don't go too fast. So remember in the beginning when I said there was two women that came forward and then there was a guy over here, but he didn't feel like he was related to them, but he was standing back here. So this is his way of stepping forward. And so all I want you to do to know about the child is with the lady who passed from all the pain. She's the one that passed first, correct?
Correct.
There's something, so what she was doing was making me feel that relief that she's not in any pain anymore and relief that she has reunited with the child. So pardon me, even if you don't know who that child is, that would, by her telling me that, that would mean that you still have some connection to the family or to her people, correct?
I do, yep.
Therefore, you can validate it. See, on these live readings, Spirit don't often care if you know all the information, and there's a lot of people out there that'll back this up. They don't care if you can validate it all because this is being recorded. So the person that they want to get their message to will understand that and will know that she is safe and at peace on the other side. And then those two women bring forward your dad. He's definitely stepping forward right now. Did Dad smoke?
Yep.
Because I can smell the cigarette smoke around him. And the ladies are like, ugh, I think that's why they were pushing him over there. They were telling him to go stand over there. Because there's an amusement around Dad. He's like, nobody can tell me not to smoke.
You got it.
But then there's a responsibility that he takes there, and he's like taking deep breaths. So was this smoking or lung related thing before he passed?
It was.
Because he's smoking, and I feel the relief and the amusement of nobody can tell me not to, but I also feel the responsibility of I am so sorry that I put my habit above my family, because there's this feeling of I really didn't think that this was going to happen. I really didn't think it would be that quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. He's showing me March, and I'm hearing happy birthday and seeing the rose, which is my symbol for anniversary or birthday.
My son's birthday.
Please know your dad is watching over your son. And as you say that, he shows me 2 thumbs up. I get goosebumps up and down my entire body, and he shows me my symbol for pride. So to me, that means 2 thumbs up is my symbol for encouragement and yeah, awesome, something like that. And then pride. So I would, and now he's showing me the test on the fridge, which is my symbol for achievement and doing better. So do you understand that?
Oh, yeah.
He's saying it's because of you and that you're a better mom than you give yourself credit for. And you just have to know that and believe that so that you don't give in. There's something about tough love and understanding that, you know, if we really love our children, that doesn't mean being their friend all the time. It means making the hard choices that are in their best interest.
Yep.
And your dad says he's so proud of you for that. And your son's going to be okay. He's like looking into the future. And he's like, don't worry, you just tell her he's going to be just fine.
Well, perfect.
He loves you so much. He's putting a little bit of distance or space there. Has he been on the other side for a long time?
He has, yeah. He was my best friend.
Oh, he loves you so much. He needs you to know. He's like, for goodness sakes, Tracy, can you tell her I'm not dead? Gosh darn it, I'm not dead. I'm right here. Invisible, maybe. I don't have a body to be able to communicate with you the way that I could before, but I'm not dead. I'm so here. He's like, I used to be the person my daughter would come to for advice all the time. I used to be the one that I'm seeing talking, and that you feel like you don't have that anymore. And no offense, but he says that's bullshit because I'm still here.
Yeah, that would be him.
He said, you're going to see the influence in my life. Do you understand caterpillars? Why is he showing me caterpillars?
I understand it. We live on a farm, so we have trees and the caterpillar trees. The caterpillars are on the trees.
Aww. Is there something about putting them in buckets?
Oh, no.
Why is he putting them in buckets? What is this? Hold on. So I asked him to clarify that. He showed me age progression. Have you lived on that farm for a very long time?
Yep.
I feel like there's something about kids collecting the caterpillars, and this is something he's taking me back, and I feel like this is just one of his good memories.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he could have with the kids. Who knows, eh?
He used to hang out with your children on that farm?
Always.
That's what he's showing me. That's exactly what he's showing me, letting you know that as those caterpillars come out in the spring and whatnot, that your dad's soul is very much with you. So when you see one, like each spirit kind of uses something different as a sign or a symbol, and usually unique to the person. This is the first time I've ever seen caterpillars, but that's your dad's. He's like, well, I was a unique guy. Fair
enough.
That's his way of letting you know that he is with you. He just put the white blanket. Is your mom still here in the physical world, hon?
She is.
Because he put the white blanket around her shoulders and he's showing me thank you. And he kissed your head and he said, you're doing a so much better job than you think you are. Are you helping to take care of mom? But I'm not sure what this is. He's putting distance or space there too, and so much reassurance.
Yeah, she needs some care and I'm miles away, but I try.
Okay, so he's trying to reassure you that he knows that you're worried about her and that I feel like she's okay. He's trying to give you the message that she's okay and that you're doing enough. Because even though you're miles away, I feel like she's surrounded by people that we can trust. Do you understand?
That's true.
You understand that? True. He's pulling his energy back, hon. I hope that was helpful.
Oh, Tracy, thank you very much. That was very pleasant.
You're very welcome. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, Tracy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye. Aw, that was so sweet. Okay, I'm pumped. Let's go. Next one. I can already feel this is an interesting energy. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so thrilled that I got through.
Awesome. Who am I talking to?
This is Camille.
Camille?
Yes.
Okay, that's a cool name. Hopefully I won't forget it when we do the clearing exercise. So hope on.
That's okay. It's French. It's spelled Camille, but no worries.
That's okay. I'm French too. You'd think that I would be able to remember that. Okay.
Okay, Tracy. I'm so happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Yay! Okay, so let's do the grounding exercise, okay?
Sounds great. Feet on the ground.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, so with both feet flat on the ground, I want you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and blow it straight through the phone at me and give me 1 minute to focus.
Sounds great.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So again, when you do that breath, it's kind of like I see the stage curtain open and then they just start pouring information at me and I'm not exactly sure where it goes. So I'm going to just spit out at you everything that I'm seeing and then we'll go back and figure out where it fits.
Sounds good.
Okay, so right away, I'm very well aware of a couple of things. I'm just not sure how to make sense of them yet. One, there's a hair there. One, there is a bunch of animals around I can see. So I'm not sure who's got all the animals, if you've lost them all or somebody is coming through with a bunch. I'm not sure where to put that yet. There's a gentleman that comes forward. So wait, there's a male energy, there's a female energy, but there is also white lighters around them all. So white lighters are beings on the other side that are pure white light, and their job is to help souls heal. So typically I will see them surround somebody who either takes responsibility for their passing, committed suicide, or whose passing was sudden, unexpected, or traumatic in such a way that there was a lot of healing needed for the person that passed or the people that are left behind. I'm tasting blood, which is my symbol for tragedy. And I just keep seeing this, quicker unexpected, quicker unexpected. Slow this down. But it's interesting because I can feel this energy here, and then there's two more energies back here. And I'm not sure if they're the same energies or if they're two different ones, but I know there's a female and a male. So I want to start with the person with the white lighters all around them because it's hard to get a lot of information while the white lighters are around until we validate. So who's the person that passed before we would think of as their time in a tragedy or unexpected?
Oh, it was tragic because my mom was fairly young. I would say she was 56.
I was going to say I'm getting 50s.
Yeah.
So this is mom's
and
way.
We knew it was going to happen, but still, I mean, you're never ready for that when they're 56.
You know what she does? She shows me question. Okay, so this is what she does. So she's taking a deep breath and letting me know that she can breathe free and clear on the other side. And then she takes me back and she shows me the question marks. And she's making me feel like we thought it was something else. We tried to like fix this. And then last minute we find out there's no fixing this.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense, yep.
She's talking about her jewelry, honey. I'm seeing thank you and I'm seeing jewelry.
Oh my God. I took out one of her necklaces to sit with me to call you.
Aww. And you know what I hear when you say that is she's like, why don't you wear it more? She's like,
it's too gaudy for me, Mom.
That's so funny because she's totally calling you out for not wearing it all the time.
That's awesome.
You know what she says? She's like, please don't keep it in a jewelry box and just leave it in the corner. If you don't like the style, take it in and change it, melt it down, put it to something that you love, but keep it around you in a way that you love because your mom is so coming through with all of this love. She's like showing me the symbol of feeling like I got ripped away. And then she's showing me the rising and the falling of the chest. And I can feel somebody holding my hand and tears on my cheek. Were you with Mom as she took her last breath?
Yes, I was.
She's telling you to, she's thanking you for telling her to let go. She said she was really scared, and she's talking about the last 3 days. I feel like she should have passed like 3 days before she did. And there's like the hair is standing straight up on my arms right now because she's like, listen, I was so scared. But she didn't want to admit it to you that she was scared. And you told her to let go. You said, Mom, it's okay to let go. I got it. It's okay.
That was so important for me to tell her because I just felt like she was holding on, and it looked, you know, we knew she wasn't comfortable, so.
You know, she wasn't scared. She says, Tracy, please clarify for my daughter because everybody thought I was scared to die. That was not it. I was not scared. She said, I didn't want to leave them. I didn't want to leave them. I wasn't scared to die. I knew all of these people are over here waiting for me. Remember how when she first came forward, I said there's the white lighters are all around this energy that's right here in my face, and that there's other energies back there, but they're distant. They're not coming through extremely strong. I just know that they're there, right?
Okay.
This is your mom's way of letting you know that there is not a single moment that she spent alone on the other side. That the second that she wasn't afraid to go because she could feel them there, she was afraid to let you guys go. And she's so incredibly glad right now. And I don't think it's this phone call. I think this started a little while ago. I don't know what started it, but she's taken me back a few months ago. And she's like, Tracy, thank God I'm not dead anymore. She knows I'm here now. She knows I'm here.
That's so true. I've been trying to get through to you for a couple months, so maybe that's what that is.
That could be exactly. She's like, today is not an accident. You needed this boost because there's something coming up this week. She's showing me the springboard that you are about to jump into a new chapter in your life. Do you understand that?
Yes.
She's so proud of you. She said, don't be afraid, sweetie, and just keep talking to me because I'm here. She's like, I don't have a body. I can't communicate the same way that we used to, but I am here with you every single morning. She's like, you think that bird in your window is an accident? It's January.
Oh Tracy, you're just, oh my gosh. Oh, wow, this is powerful.
Aww. She loves you so much. I hope this was helpful, hon.
Very helpful. Is the gentleman still there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that might be, she found her sister about a year or two before she passed. She found her sister that was given up for adoption, and I think that might be her sister's husband because he went suddenly, very sudden.
Oh, you give me goosebumps up and down my arms when you said that, and that would be why he's not really telling me how he passed. He's not giving me very much information because you didn't really know him so well, but what you knew is that she would be happy to be reunited on that side, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
She's so okay, honey. And she's so excited to embark on this next stage of life with you. She's like, listen, now we can travel together. Now we can do this stuff together because I'm not held down by this body that's broken.
Yes.
Now she can go everywhere with you, and she's extremely excited.
Beautiful.
I hope that was helpful.
That was very helpful. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
No, you're very welcome. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye,
Okay,
Tracy.
bye. It's funny, you know, the more groups that I do, the more pressure I feel to. I just want to get to as many people as I can because it's so hard to leave people wanting after. So here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, are you calling for the free readings?
I am.
Awesome. Who am I talking to?
Stephanie.
Okay. Sorry, Steph. There's I don't know if you just got emotional, but I just about choked on my drink. I was taking a drink and I got this lump in my throat and I almost couldn't swallow it.
It's like my heart fluttered at the same time.
Okay, I could feel it. That's exactly what I felt. Okay. So, I can feel your excitement. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So, are you ready for the grounding exercise?
Yes.
Okay, so with both feet flat on the floor, I want you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me 1 minute to focus.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay, Stephanie, okay, so you're gonna have to bear with me here because I'm not sure what this all means. There's a lot coming at me here. So what happens when you do the breathing exercises, it's kind of like I see the stage curtain open and then I call it the puzzle dump because Spirit just throws a whole bunch of stuff out at me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start spitting out at you everything that I'm picking up, and then we'll go back and figure out how it all fits, okay?
Okay.
So first of all, I'm very well aware that I feel like I'm going underwater. So now what I mean by this, by going underwater, is that the energy becomes distorted. It's like it goes, and the reason why that happens is because there's so much grief. It's thick with grief or thick with challenge. I'm not sure what that is yet. Hold on. There's a lady that does step forward and she takes me to the brain and she's showing me my my symbol for confusion. I'm not sure if she's talking about her or you though. So give me a second. When I'm asking her to show me, see, she's going so fast and there's confusion, which makes it hard for me to keep track of anything. When I'm asking her to explain, I'm hearing a dog bark. Slow this down. I'm seeing distance or space, and okay, so let me just try to get her to slow down and figure out what we're talking about here.
Okay.
Okay, so when I get her to calm down, she shows me distance or space, and I'm feeling definitely, she's taking me to the head, which is my symbol of Alzheimer's, dementia, stroke, aneurysm, a communication issue. I feel like she's been on the other side sometime because I can feel that distance there, or else she lived a ways away from you. She's showing me this gentleman, and I'm hearing daddy's hands, daddy's hands, daddy's hands, which is my symbol for either father figure, or somebody from dad's side of the family. And again, I hear a dog bark. Does any of that make any sense to you?
Not the whole dog thing either.
Okay, let's just keep it with the lady. So who is the lady that has been on the other side, I'm guessing like 10 or more years, that had the issue with the head or the communication issue before she passed?
On Dad's side?
On anybody's side. Who do you know that would match that description?
I don't even know.
Passed some time ago. and it takes me to the head with either dementia, Alzheimer's, confusion, some type of communication issue. Here's what's going on is maybe you didn't even know her, but I think you had to have in some way, because she wouldn't be telling me how she died if you wouldn't be able to place it. But she's stepping forward very excitedly. She's making me feel this confusion, and she's showing me the gentleman. So what could be happening is you have whoever is above this gentleman is coming forward to let you know that they're there to greet their soul. That happens sometimes. Like, say, if dad dies, then, and I don't think this is your dad, because your dad's still here in the physical world, correct?
Right.
Yeah, I don't, this doesn't.
I think it would be my mom's mom, I think.
Okay.
Because she's been gone for a long, long, long time.
And
I've never met her.
And do you know how she passed?
I want to say heart issues.
Well, here's the thing. See, this is being recorded, and when you say mom's mom, who's been gone a very long time, I feel that you're right on that. And see, she doesn't care if you can validate this at this moment in time, because she knows it's being recorded. And again, she's showing me the communication issue as you say that. So it's kind of like in the game of charades. So you know how in the game of charades, if you've got something complicated to say, you'll say like first word, second word, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So the way this works for me is kind of like when you validate one thing, when you get it right, they show me the next piece. Do you know what I mean? So when you said mom's mom, I felt exactly communication and confusion, and then this overemphasis on I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm with you. So I feel like what's going on is, because this is being recorded, your mom's mom is coming through with two messages. One, she's been watching over your mom a very long time, and two, she knows you very much, whether you know her or not. She's emphasizing, again, this sense of confusion. Is there confusion going on in your life right now?
Hers.
In mom's life?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. See, I knew I wasn't off by something, or off by too much. And does this have to do with your dad? Why she's so confused?
I think my dad and her current boyfriend.
I see. Okay. See, this is the way that spirit talks. Now, can you understand what I mean about how why we were hearing daddy's hands over here with the confusion? So what's going on here is your grandmother, even though you might not have known her, she loves you. And she is trying very much to reassure you that she's watching over them, and don't worry about your parents. They're going to be okay. Your grandma's watching over them. I'm hearing a dog bark again. Do you have a dog right now?
Yes, I have a very happy dog.
See, she's validating that she's watching over you. I'm asking her why. See, I don't know if you weren't expecting her to come through. Maybe you were expecting somebody else to come through. But this happens all the time. The person who comes through is exactly the person that you need to hear from. Maybe not always the person that you want to hear from. Hold on. And I don't even feel like that's exactly true. See, okay, so hold on. As I'm saying that, I feel like she's saying, well, no, you know what? I just had to get my words in because I haven't had a chance to talk in a long time, and I wasn't going to miss this opportunity to say hello to my daughter and my granddaughter and let her know that I know what's going on in her life and I'm watching over her. But then she brings forward the younger person who does this, which is my symbol for sudden or unexpected passing. And when I say younger, I mean that this person passed before we would think of as their time. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Who is that to you?
Good friend.
They show me, is this a female?
No.
Because he's showing me the bottle of, okay, slow down, dude. He's showing me the medicine bottle that he throws against the wall, which is my symbol for either overdose, not taking medication that I should have taken, or taking too much medication. Do you understand the reference to the medication?
No.
Again, he's validating, he's showing me, slow this down. Snap, what does this mean? Okay, so he makes me taste blood. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. Was this a car accident or something?
Yes.
Because that's how when I taste blood, it's usually an accident. But again, he's emphasizing the medication. So give me a second. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So how long ago did this young person pass?
5 years ago.
His mom is still here, or his family is still here in the physical world, and you still have some communication with them?
Yes.
Because he, again, showed me the medication bottle and threw it against the wall, and he said, you don't need this. I feel like somebody has been so depressed since his passing that they've actually had to go on medication. Do you understand that?
Okay, yep.
Because he's throwing it against the wall and he's like, I'm not dead, I'm still here, I'm just in a different form. Slow this down. There's a thank you for my memorial, but I feel like ×3. What does that mean? Like I was honored 3 times since I've passed. Or there's 3 places that memorialize me.
I know there's 2 for sure.
Was he cremated by any chance?
Yes.
Because I'm seeing the jewelry. You know how sometimes people make jewelry or whatnot out of people's ashes?
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing. Do you know if they did that with him?
I'm not sure about the jewelry, but I know he was cremated, and I'm pretty sure some of his ashes were laid at the tombstone.
Why is he showing me this big portrait of him and how gorgeous he is? He's very proud of himself.
We made his mom a big picture with the last picture that was taken of him with a poem beside it for the funeral.
Shut up. Oh, okay, the goosebumps up and down my entire body, like big time. Because this is what he's showing me, this great big huge picture of himself, and he's like, look how handsome I am. And he's like thanking you, overwhelmingly thanking you, wanting you to know that he is very much safe and at peace on the other side. He needs you to get that message to his family, though, because he's showing me that they have not taken this very well, and somebody is so depressed they have to take medication. He's desperately trying to communicate with them all the time. He's showing me the songs, the music. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
He communicates a lot with music, and then I hear some things never change. So he must have been very much into music here in the physical world. Would that make sense?
Yes.
He still uses that music to communicate. Why is he going to April? And I'm seeing the rose, which is my symbol for anniversary or birthday.
It's my fiance's birthday in April.
Validating he knows that you are engaged. And he's like, you know what he just did? He said, you have my blessing, sweetheart. Not that you need it, but he really likes him. And he needs you to know that he really likes him. And it's funny because when I say that, I feel like maybe you have had some criticism about this relationship. Does that make sense? Why do I feel like it's important for him to let you know that he likes him? I feel like somebody else said they didn't like him, and so he's saying, I really like him.
They grew up together for a long time.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so let me just use that information to try to understand what this means then. I see. That's why. See, I do my best to interpret the energy that they give me, but I can only interpret it to the closest thing I understand. And when you said they grew up together, I understood that message differently on why he's overemphasizing why it's so important to give you his blessing. It's not because you've had resistance from other people. It's because he was like a brother to you, or to him anyway. And if you think of your families give you their blessing, right?
Right.
That's why he's saying it to you in that way, because he was like a brother.
Yeah.
He's pulling his energy back. He loves you so much. He's hanging out with that dog. You got to know this, hey? Does that dog like rip around your house and chase things that aren't there?
Yes.
That's your friend, you know. Letting
He
you
even
know.
does it in the yard.
Pardon?
He does it in the yard too.
Your buddy is playing with him, letting you know that he's still with you and thanking you for giving him this opportunity to let his family know that he is okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's pulling his energy back. I hope that was helpful.
Thank you.
You take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye. See, it's always interesting. I don't always understand the information at first, but they know what they mean. So here we go. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, are you calling for the free readings?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. What's your first name?
Megan.
Megan. Okay, are you nervous, Megan? I just felt like I went,
Yeah.
breathe. I promise I won't bite. I promise. Okay, so we're going to start with a little grounding exercise. Are you ready? You got both feet flat on the floor for me?
Yes.
Okay, so if I can get you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me 1 minute to focus. Well now, okay. Okay, so Megan, what happens when you do that is it's kind of like I see the stage curtain open and then spirit just starts throwing stuff at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spit out at you everything that I'm seeing, and then we'll go back and figure out how it all fits after, okay?
Okay.
So right away I'm seeing a gentleman step forward and he's dancing. He's dancing and dancing and dancing. And he's letting me know that there's another gentleman there with him, but there's so much emphasis over I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, or like I'm whole, I'm okay, I'm not in any pain. I'm wondering if there was like a mobility issue here in the physical world. He's kind of a control freak. He's like, we're going to start with me and then we'll move on. Like I feel like he's trying to control this. He's taking me above him and then to the chest as well. Hold on a second. And there's an emphasis on tall, tall, tall. Do you have a grandfather on the other side that had a mobility issue or was bedridden towards the very end of his life?
No.
Who is the tall, older gentleman? If this is not a grandfather, then it's got to be like an uncle, or there's somebody that is above you. They're saying they're the tall one, and there's definitely something about being free from the physical body, and there's an emphasis on the very end of their life, the last month or so of their life.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to ask for a little clarification. Are you married?
Engaged, yeah.
Do you, I think this is what's going on. See, when I say that, I'm getting more signs here. Somebody saluted me. Do you know if your husband's grandfather's, or sorry, I'm saying husband, it's just fiance's grandfather is on the other side?
Yes, they are.
Is he very tall? Is your husband quite tall? Or fiance, sorry?
He's average height. I wouldn't say tall.
Do you understand if his grandfather would have the military or the uniform connection?
There was talk about his grandfather being in the. I'm not too sure about his side.
That's okay. You know what? You don't have to be too sure because I already know. Like, just from the way that you said that, like, he's stepping forward. He's like, listen, I'm in control here. We're going to do this my way. I'm going first. I'm the tall one. I'm the grandfather. He kind of basically lets me know this. And when you say, I don't know anybody like that on my side, he's like, well, takes me right to the side of you. He's talking about the grandfather on your husband's side. And so and then he shows me the salute. So if you've heard some kind of talk about that, that's his way to validate for me who he is and on what side he's coming through.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, he's welcoming you to the family. And he's showing me, oh, this is you. Okay, so hold on. ×2. Is this your second marriage?
No.
I don't know what this means. So maybe I'm interpreting this wrong because I'm feeling marriage, marriage, marriage ×2, and I'm seeing a baby. But I don't know if this baby is coming to you. I don't know how to explain that. Hold on. Are you? No, slow down. This lady's, okay, so I've got one of your family members coming through. Now that he was able to say, welcome to the family, your grandmother, I think this is, she's just as bossy. She's like, hey, you got your way, now get the hell out of the way, it's my turn. She shows me distance or space, so she makes me feel like she's either been on the other side for a while, she lived a distance away from you, or you were so close that it feels like she's been gone forever, because she's emphasizing the distance and the space. Do you understand that?
Yeah, we lived in different provinces.
She's so happy to be, see, that sounds so bad. Every time I hear myself say that, I wish Spirit would say it a little differently. There's an emphasis on being grateful to be rid of the restrictions of the physical body and to be able to visit you whenever she wants. And this is the first thing that I heard when you first called in, actually. And I guess it was her, but the grandfather on your husband's side took over. She's saying haircut, 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 haircut. Who just had the haircut in the family?
Nobody that I know of, but I know that my son is, he's 4, and he's actually been I'd say the last week, he's been telling me he needs a haircut.
Okay, this is Grandma's way to let you know that she's with you in the house at that exact moment. She's very much emphasizing, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. She's showing me the baby. Did you lose a child? It could have been abortion, miscarriage, anything.
I had an ectopic pregnancy 2 years ago.
And that bothered you. As soon as you said that, I felt the pain in my gut.
Yes, very much so.
That's why she's coming forward, holding the soul of your child, wanting you to know that he's on the other side. And
it was weird. I just kind of assumed that was a boy.
That's what she's showing to me.
Yeah.
Even as you say that the hair is on my, standing up on my arm, she's making me feel like you can have him if you want, you know, like you could absolutely have him back. He's rambunctious. And I'm seeing 3. Do you have 3 children?
I have 4.
Oh, interesting. Was this in between your 3rd and your 4th?
Yes.
That's why. Show this down. Why does she keep saying you get them back? Oh, was your youngest a girl?
Yes.
That was him. That's him. That's her.
Well, which is weird because I actually just kind of, a lot of times I thought about it. I wonder if this is, that's why she was brought to me, because that's the one, right?
That's exactly. And I don't know, I wish the camera would pick that up, the hair standing straight up on my arm, but that's exactly what your grandma is showing me, is that he was coming to a boy's body and he decided that's not what I want to be. I want to be a girl. I'm supposed to be a girl, so let's do this again. Get me a girl's body. And your grandma's showing me that she was standing there with you, that she was with you when they placed the soul of this child in your arms. And why do I feel like I'm holding my breath waiting for her to breathe? Was there a breathing issue when she was first born?
It's kind of complicated. When she was born, and they, she kind of flew out.
Yeah.
She had the shakes really bad, and I'm assuming whatever happened to me at that point, I was kind of like weak. So I'm not too sure really what went on.
You know what? That's why your grandma's bringing it up, because she's trying to reassure you that even when you were not aware of everything that's going on, that she did not leave your side for a second, that you were not alone. And she said, say that again, Tracy, say that again. Did you feel kind of alone while you were giving birth to your daughter?
At that time, yeah, like even though, my partner was in the room. I was in a different province when I had my daughter.
Yeah, and that would make sense because there's a different kind of alone feeling, right? It's not like there's nobody with me kind of alone. The alone feeling is more like I'm separated from a lot of the people that I want to be with. And it's not that you're not grateful that your husband was there. That's great. But I feel like, I've got 4 babies, so I know what that's like. It's like you want your mama there. You want your aunties there. You want your sisters there. You want everybody to come and love up your baby just as much as you love them. And so it's hard to be separated. And I think, remember how she came through in the very beginning saying that she was almost grateful she was on the other side because now she's not missing out on anything?
Yeah.
That's what she's saying for this too, that she is not missing out, that you're not missing out on her energy anymore, because she makes me feel like you kind of knew she was there. What is this? She's pointing from herself to the daughter. Did you name your daughter after her?
My daughter, the youngest, is actually named after my partner's mom.
I see. Is she on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming forward then.
Because her name was Joanne, but her first name was actually Dorothy. So I'm sorry, just a really old name, and I was not naming my child Dorothy. And her name was Joanne, and I kind of took both names and kind of just took each letter out of there, and the only thing we could get was Jordan.
Aww. So, but see, and nobody else would maybe even know that you did that in honor of his mom, but she needs you to know that she knows. And now I understand why his grandfather came through so stubbornly in the beginning and did not give a crap if you knew who he was at all, because he was clearing the way for his wife to come through and say, or sorry, his daughter. I'm sorry, they just yelled at me that she's not my wife. But he's clearing the way for your husband's mom to come through and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There is a huge gratitude for the fact that that her son is not alone anymore. And she's emphasizing like 5 years before you guys met that was like rough going. Was he single for quite a while before you, or there was something really rough that happened before you? Because his mom comes in with so much gratitude. I feel like she's almost saying, he might not be alive if it wasn't for you.
So she passed away in 2005, and I got together with him in 2012. So, but as far as I know, he was a little bit of a womanizer, if you could say.
Maybe that's why she's like, and see, she was showing me 5, so that's why I was guessing, was it 5 years before? What's the 5? So if she passed in 2005, that would show me where the 5 goes. But again, there's this feeling of he was not in a good place before you came around. Not that he wasn't like in financial despair or anything, but emotionally, I don't think he was on such a good path. And then you came in his world and just changed everything around.
I rocked it.
She's showing me thank you for spirituality. Did you bring spirituality or religion back into his world? Do you understand that?
Yeah, I'm very spiritual.
She's thanking you for that because I feel like it was important to her as well, and she doesn't want him to lose that.
Okay.
They're very much. Is your wedding coming up this summer?
No, we haven't figured out what we want to do, that if we want to have it kind of in Canada or outside. So we're still debating on whether or not we want to do that.
The way his mom, you know what his mom, I wouldn't do that. I just heard a very loud no from like every dead person on the other side. So I think you might be in big trouble if you do that with your family that's here. But the message seems to be that you guys have waited long enough. That's all I keep hearing. You've waited long enough, and that it's time. And I'm hearing the song Put a Ring on It. And very much they want to emphasize to you that their souls will be attending your wedding in spirit. And they're so grateful that you are in his life and that you've given him children. And just the way she says that, you gave him children. I almost think that she thought that, so he doesn't have children with anyone but you, right?
Yes.
Because I feel like there's a worry, like his mom had this worry that when you say he was kind of a ladies' man, that would make sense, because I feel like she's saying, oh, thank God that he's with you and you're settled down. I was worried he was going to have like kids all over the place and I'd never know. And she's so thankful.
Well, I know that she used to bug him because he was kind of, he would change his women, like his underwear.
Yep, that's why she comes through with such a gratitude for you. She's
Yeah,
just.
so I know that she would bug him because a lot of the times he would not bring these, individuals around. So she would ask him if he was gay.
Woo! Sorry, I laughed so hard.
Grandchildren, I'm not sure, but.
Aw, well, please let your husband know. She's like, let him hear this so he knows that she loves him. She's so incredibly proud of him. And she is not going to miss his wedding. She's like, I feel like your husband is kind of putting this off because he's like, how can I do this without my mom? How can I go forward how can I do this if she's not going to be there? And she's like, you let my son know I'm not missing a single moment of this. I will be in the front row. Forget that. I'm in spirit. I'll be standing right in his face, kissing his cheek as the minister's reading the vows. She's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. The other thing she's doing is she's pulling her energy back. She's putting money signs all around the house. Are you guys thinking of moving, or what does that mean? They're all around the house. She's trying to infuse the house with money.
I'm not even sure. We want to move back to, because we're in Alberta right now, so but we want to move back.
That's exactly it. It's almost like when you say that, I understand exactly. It's like you want to move, but you don't know if you're going to have the money to do it and whatnot. And I feel like that's why she's trying to make your house worth more.
Yeah.
She said your husband, she put a hammer in his hands and she's like, don't let him fool you. He's good at this stuff.
Very much so.
But I feel like he'll try to tell you he doesn't know how, so he doesn't have to do it, right?
Yeah.
She's like, don't let him fool you. He's so good at it. And she like grabs his cheek. She's like, I love you, love you, love you. I miss you. Whose birthday is in May, or what is in May? She's taking me to May. May and to the side. Does he have a brother?
Yes.
Do you know when the brother's birthday is?
It's March.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing MA, and I'm thinking May.
Actually, our nephew, which is her grandson, because she hasn't met any of her grandchildren. His birthday is actually in May.
So what she's doing is also validating, because she's taking me to the side and then showing me May. So that would make sense if it was your brother's child's birthday, because your brother would be to the side, and she's emphasizing May. So what she's trying to do is let you guys all know that she's seen all of her grandchildren. That I said your brother, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She needs you to know that she very much is paying attention and participating in your lives just on the other side, whether you knew her in the physical world or whether you know her, whether you can see her or not, she's there. I
kind of figured.
She's thanking you for calling in today, because she's showing me that she encouraged you, almost like you were like, well, maybe I shouldn't try. There's no chance I'll get through. And she's like, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Aw, she's thanking you and she's pulling her energy back. I hope this was helpful.
It was. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You have an awesome rest of your day.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Whew, awesome. Okay, you guys, that was awesome. I do have to get off the phone though now. I've got a million other things to do, but I will be back again on Thursday for members of the THM Club. If you guys haven't heard about the THM Club yet, then look it up in the notes section on my page. Basically, it's live readings just like now, and it's only for members. You also get discounts off of private readings, and I give away a free reading every month, which I will be doing this Thursday, members. We're giving away a free reading for January's free reading. And then again, I'll be back again on Tuesday. So thank you guys so much. God bless. Take care. I'll see you again soon.